It's another deep-sea mystery, and hopes are fading for the 5 rich tourists who went missing while exploring the wreck of the Titanic in a small submarine. What happened keeps coming up as a question. After the Titan sub suddenly stopped talking hundreds of miles off the coast of Canada and around 13,000 feet underground next to the Titanic, no one may ever know what happened. On board were a British billionaire, one of Pakistan's richest men, his son, a famous French explorer, and the CEO of the company running the dive. They left the submarine early Sunday morning with 96 hours of air, and no one has heard from them since. Submarine experts say that the most likely cause is one of 5 accidents. The most likely reason is that the submersible got caught up in the rubble of the Titanic. Back in 1912, when the ship sank, it broke into 2 pieces. Those 2 pieces are now on the bottom, among a lot of other trash. Divers who have been there say it is very dangerous to navigate around the wreck. It's possible that the sub's pilot got lost, maybe because contacts were cut off, which is what caused the sub to get stuck. Another explorer said that a sudden underwater current pushed his submarine into the wreck, where it got stuck for a while. Titan has dropped weights that can be thrown overboard to give it more buoyancy. This could help it float to the top and get free. But if it gets stuck, like on the Titanic, the crew might not be able to do much except wait for help. Sonar picked up a banging sound, which could be the crew banging on the sub's hull to get help. However, searchers haven't been able to find the sub yet. Titan could have also lost power or had tools broken down. The sub's comms depend on batteries, so a problem with the batteries could be why it lost touch with the surface. But the engines, lights, and heat are also run by the batteries. If something really bad had happened, the sub would have been dead in the sea, in the dark, and in freezing temperatures. Experts say that if that is the case, the cold could kill faster than the lack of air. One passenger left the sub because he thought the company making it was cutting corners, which led to questions about its quality. He found that scaffolding poles were being used as ballast and a video game controller was being used to guide. An oceangate engineer quit because he was worried about the safety of the sub's structure, and an industry group sent a letter to the company in 2018 criticizing its experimental method. If the sub's engine stopped working, it would be harder to find, and there would still be the problem of getting it back to the surface. They might still be able to get to the top, but the ship hasn't been seen yet. Alistair Greig, a professor of marine engineering at the University College London, says that there will be very few ways to save people if the submarine loses power. The submarine could also be stuck on a piece of trash, like a fishing net. After being lost by fishing men, thousands of nets called ghost nets are swept around the deep ocean. In 2005, a Russian submarine called As-28 got caught in a net like this while it was underwater off the Kamchatka Peninsula in far eastern Siberia. The net got caught in the boat's blades, which made it sink to the bottom of the sea. Rescuers will have to find the sub before they can cut it free, and sonar is not good at telling the sub apart from the pieces of the Titanic that are spread around it. Even if the Titan can be freed, the crew can't be moved to another ship at that depth, so the Titan will have to get back to the top on its own. After the submersible suddenly stopped talking to the surface and no one knew why, the leading idea is that it imploded in a terrible way. When the hull of a submarine breaks at depth, the pressure of the water will crush it and anyone inside it almost quickly. The accident could have been caused by even a small flaw in the carbon fiber and titanium body. Titan's 3 previous trips were canceled because of worries that the ship's structure would break down. Oceangate, which owns the ship, said that it had been fixed since then and was now equipped with a high-tech system to check for problems in the hull. But if something had happened quickly deep underwater, the crew probably wouldn't have had time to do anything to save themselves. In 2017, the Argentinian Navy submarine ARA San Juan went missing in the San Jorge Gulf, which was also a similar event. If that's what happened to the Titan, all of the people on board would have died right away. There could also be a fire on board, which could have started when water got into the electrics. In 2019, a fire started in the Russian submarine Shipwreck's battery compartment while it was 1,000 feet beneath. The crew had to fight the fire in hallways that were only a few feet wide. They were able to get the Shipwreck back to its parent submarine, but 14 people died. If a similar fire broke out on the Titan, it could easily kill everyone on board. Even if the team was able to put out the fire, it could damage the electronics and run out of oxygen in the small 21-foot craft. We still don't know a lot about what happened to the Titan or the men on board. If the ship can find a way to get to the top, there's a chance they can be saved. But if it is really stuck at the bottom of the ocean, the chances of finding them living are slim and getting worse quickly.